Hello everyone, it's the Gamebox Turtle. Today we're going to be doing Cable versus Kang the Conqueror. Two time travelers that we're going to have face off. So let's get right into it. For Kang's setup, we set each of the King 2s, Expert King 2s aside, and the King 3 aside. And we also have the King's Dominion side schemes set aside. And then we have removed the player obligation from the game and shuffled the encounter deck. So let's get over to stage 1B. When revealed, we deal each player face down encounter card. We start with a no threat in the main scheme. King the Conqueror comes in with toughness. And we're all set up. So we can draw our hand size. So this is a custom Justice Cable deck that I designed that I'm now testing against King the Conqueror. Lots of side schemes. Just an all-rounder deck. We got Greymockin, which is his very good resource generator. We want to keep that. Body Slide, we probably don't need. Making an entrance, we probably don't need. We got Established Perimeter, which is cool, getting that out early. For setup, we can search our deck and discard pile for a player side scheme and put it into play. I think since we got the Greymockin, we should go for the upgrade one. I can't remember the superpower training might be good. So I think we're going to discard these. We can always get Established Perimeter, or we could get Established Perimeter first and then play another one from our hand if we get another one. Let's see what we draw here. Okay, we got Keep Up the Pressure, Ascani-san. After you defend against an enemy attack, exhaust Ascani-san, spend the energy resource, remove threat from a scheme equal to your hero's thwart. And the plasma rifle. Okay. So then for setup, I think we're going to get Established Perimeter, because that'll give us a tough, and we can thwart that. A lot of the side schemes have a three per player. They come in with 3. This one comes in with 2, so we can thwart it immediately, which is going to be nice. So we're going to ready. We're going to flip over to hero form and thwart for 2 to defeat that side scheme. Put that in the victory display. When it is defeated, we give each identity a tough status card. So we get a tough status card, which is nice. And after Cable defeats a side scheme, we ready him. Okay. Keep Up the Pressure, we probably want to save for later, so we're going to use that. And maybe if we use those to get Greymockin, we're going to thwart a side scheme to get the plasma rifle, so we don't really need that yet. Ascani-san would be nice, but not necessary. So if we get Greymockin, we could get White Queen. And that'll just be an extra thwarting and an extra defense. Or we could use White Queen and Keep Up the Pressure to get Greymockin, and then get the plasma rifle and precognition, which isn't probably worth it. So yeah, we're going to do Keep Up the Pressure and Precognition to get Greymok in. And then these two to get White Queen. White Queen will attack for 1 to get rid of this tough. And Cable will attack for 2 to put him down to 13 health. We also used Greymok in as an energy. I probably should have got that. Oh, I did not do that efficiently because I should have got that before the side scheme, but that's okay. Cable draws up to 5 cards and readies. Okay, we have Forced Amnesia. We have Professor, Telekinetic Blast, and Turn the Tide. Okay. Not an awful hand. Forced Amnesia out will be nice. Okay, we get 1 threat on the main scheme, and Kang the Conqueror is attacking. When he attacks, we either place 1 threat in the main scheme, or he gets +2 attack for this attack. I have tough, so I might as well just get +2 attack. So he's got 5 damage plus 0 boost, so 5 attack, which toughness will stop all of it. Alright, and then we're going to get 2 encounter cards. First one is a Macrobot, has Guard and Retaliate 1. Okay, and side scheme Rampage. Comes in with 4 threat, and when defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play. Engage with the player who defeated this scheme. Okay, so this makes it interesting because now oh yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use Greymok in to play Forced Amnesia. After a non-permanent side scheme is defeated, add Forced Amnesia and that side scheme to the victory display. White Queen is going to thwart for 2 off of Rampage. And then Cable will thwart for 2 off of it. And then when defeated, we discard cards off the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. And we got Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yikes. Comes in with tough. Okay. Then we have a hero response. After a non-permanent side scheme is defeated, add Forced Amnesia and that side scheme to the victory display. We're going to do that. Get another side scheme in the victory display. So that is 2 side schemes in the victory display. After a side scheme is defeated, ready Greymok, and Cable readies after he defeats a side scheme. Okay. So, we also have this response after your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme to deal 3 damage to an enemy. I think we won't do that though, because what we can do now is Cable can attack to get rid of the tough. We can use Genius and Turn the Tide to get Telekinetic Blast to deal 6 damage to an enemy. The Rex. We deal 1 additional damage to that enemy for each side scheme in the victory display, which means it technically does 8 damage, but he only needs 6. So we defeat the Rex, and then we can use Greymok to get Professor. Okay? And then we still got the Macrobots out, but that shouldn't be a problem. White Queen can defend for us. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. Okay, we got the Technovirus Purge and Superpower Training and Nick Fury and Force Field, Telekinetic Force Field. Okay. Superpower training is nice. We got 1 threat in the main scheme, and he is attacking. We will again get +2 attack since White Queen can defend for us. And yeah, gets 1 boost, so 6 damage. Defeats White Queen. And the Macrobots attack for 2, and I will take that damage. Okay. And then we get 1 encounter card, which is Temporal Shield. When Kang is attacked, discard Temporal Shield, prevent all damage from this attack, and deal 1 damage to the attacker. Okay. I think we're going to use Energy, Telekinetic Force Field, and Greymockin to play Nick Fury. And when we do that, we're going to draw 3 cards. And we're hoping for his thwarting event, so we can maybe get rid of Technovirus Purge. Because once he gets Technovirus Purge, he's crazy. And yes, we get Mind Scan. Alright. And Strength. Oh, this is a perfect hand. Okay. So I think we actually first want to use Making an Entrance to get Superpower Training. No, actually, we do want to get Mind Scan first. So we're going to play Technovirus Purge. Characters other than Cable cannot remove threat from Technovirus Purge. And while it's in the victory display, Nathan Summers and Cable gain the Psionic trait, and Cable gets +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. That comes in with 5 threat, which is perfect because now we can strength. Okay, wait, actually. Oh yeah, we can strengthen Mind Scan to remove 3 threat from a scheme. Remove 1 additional threat from that scheme for each side scheme in the victory display. There are 2 side schemes in the victory display, so we remove 5, which is exactly what we need to put Technovirus Purge in the victory display and give us +1 thwart, +1 attack, and +1 defense. Okay, we could ready Cable. However, we're not going to, so he still has that. This readies. And we... There's no way to make this work. We're gonna use Greymockin to we'll use Greymockin to get Superpower Training, which comes in with 3 threat. Each player may search their deck and discard power for an identity specific period to put it into play. We will thwart for 3 now, because we have the Technovirus Purge to get rid of Superpower Training. And we can now use our readying ability and Greymockin's readying ability. Oh, that's perfect. Also, we get to search our deck and discard pile for an identity-specific upgrade. So we get Force Field out. We could get his gun or that out. I'm pretty sure his gun is the most expensive identity-specific upgrade. Yes. There's a few others, but his gun will defeat these Macrobots, so that's perfect. So we'll shuffle. We're going to get his plasma rifle out. And we will use Greymockin and exhaust Plasma Rifle and spend an energy resource, which is this, to deal 1 damage to an enemy for each side scheme in the victory display to a maximum of 4. This attack gains ranged. So we will do 4 damage to the Macrobots and defeat them. we still have making an entrance. I don't think we're going to be able to use it. We will thwart for 2 with Cable. And Nick Fury will attack for 2 on Kang. When Kang is attacked, discard Temporal Shield, prevent all of that damage, and deal 1 damage to the attacker. So Nick Fury takes another damage, but that's fine because he can just take the hit. So we're doing great. Cable's tempo is absolutely bonkers in solo. 5-card hand. And ready up. Okay, we got Heroic Intuition, take out the guards. Really just a side scheme to boost his other cards. Not super important right now. We got Build Support, which can get Helicarrier out. So we're going to want to get rid of Helicarrier from our hands. And Heroic Intuition will make him get 4 base thwart, which is absolutely crazy. And Overwatch is good as well to give him efficient threat removal. So, nice hand. We get 1 threat in the main scheme, and Kang the Conqueror will attack. We will defend with Nick Fury. So we'll give him +2 attack and a boost for 0. And we got rid of an advance. Nice. Okay, so 5 damage. Nick Fury is defeated. And we get 1 encounter card, which is Stolen Memories Obligation. When revealed, place the top 8 cards of your deck face down under this card. That is less than ideal. Discard a tech resource from your hand in Alter Ego to discard this obligation. I don't really know what's under there. I mean, I have Helicarrier right here. A lot of my upgrades, super important ones, already out. My attack events are under there. I think we can survive. That's not a number 1 priority, but we'll get there eventually. I think we're going to use Helicarrier to get Build Support out. We will use Greymockin and take out the guards to play Heroic Intuition. So he now has 4 thwart. We're going to put Overwatch on the main scheme because I want to wait until the main scheme has like a lot of stuff on it before I Overwatch. To just remove 1 threat is not worth it if I put Overwatch and Build Support. So we're going to put on the main scheme. Cable's going to thwart for 4, get off Build Support. When it's defeated, each player may search their deck and discard pile for a support with a cost of 3. That would be Helicarrier. I'm pretty sure that's the only one I really want. Professor X is the only other support. We got Call for Backup and Lock and Load. I'm pretty sure I have an Avengers Mansion in here, but I wouldn't be able to get that with Build Support anyway because it has to cost 3 or less. So I'm just going to get Helicarrier. I did just defeat a side scheme, so Cable readies along with Greymockin. And we will attack for 3 to drop him down to 10, and then we'll use Plasma Rifle with Greymockin to spend that energy resource to deal 4 more damage to put him down to 6. All right. And then yeah, we're doing fine. So we're going to flip this. We're going to drop to 5 and ready. A really small deck. Those 8 cards is rough. That gives us an encounter card. Whoop. Why am I drawing from that deck? Okay. Got Gambit, call for backup, turn the tide. I think I'm gonna get rid of those stolen memories. Yeah. Although I have Nick Fury in my deck, so call for backup can get Nick Fury. I think my Scimitar Spear is in there though, so I can't lock and load. Okay. We get one threat in the main scheme, and Kang the Conqueror is attacking. For 3, we will place one threat in the main scheme instead of +2 attack this time. And I think we will take the hit. So 3 and a boost. You are stunned. Okay. Not ideal. But I don't do a lot of attacking. Mostly thwarting, and the thwarting does attacks. So it'll be fine. I can just exhaust and get rid of it. And then we get 2 encounter cards here. First one is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. That is less than ideal. I think Heroic Intuition is the one, though. Because Professor gets me side schemes and card draw. Greymakin's great, yeah. I don't think we need it. It's just great to have. So we'll discard that. And then Rampage. When defeated, discard cards. That's the same thing that I got rid of, except... Oh no, it's literally the same. There's just 2 of those. Okay. Cool. So... that's fine. It has 4, which is rough because I just got rid of my ability to thwart for 4. But that's okay. So we can get Gambit. See, I'm thinking we could call for backup and get either Nick Fury. Honestly, I don't see how you could call for backup and not get Nick Fury. You could make an argument for the White Queen to remove the stun, but I think Nick Fury's just better for the card draw. So we're gonna use Greymakin to get call for backup. And he's stunned but not confused, so he can still thwart for 3. And when any amount of threat is removed from an attached scheme by a thwart, discard this card, remove an equal amount of threat from a different scheme. Yeah, so I'm actually going to thwart this for 3. And then Overwatch to remove this. And this is when Cable defeats a side scheme, which I believe Overwatch counts. Yeah, that counts as defeating a side scheme. So I do that, and I may search the deck and discard pile for an ally and put it into play. I'm going to grab Nick Fury, who, after he enters play, yeah. The other options are White Queen, yeah. So I could do White Queen, but Nick Fury's just better. Alright, when Nick Fury enters play, we're going to draw 3 cards. And I also just realized that his attack when I got stunned, I just stunned myself and didn't take any damage. So I do take 3 damage from his 3 attack. Forgot about that. Okay. So here we are. We got precognition. Oh, we could set up Gambit with precognition. First, side scheme defeated, so we get Greymockin. We get Ready Cable. And we can actually... We'll get rid of that stun with a Turn the Tide after we defeat a side scheme. We try to attack with Turn the Tide and fail. Okay. And now I'm seeing here we can thwart and use Making an Entrance to get the 5 thwart we need to defeat this, and we can heal 2 damage. So I think we'll do that. We're going to use Greymockin to play Making an Entrance. When we thwart, make a basic thwart, get +2 thwart for that thwart. So 5 thwart off of Rampage. And after that thwart ends, if your hero removed all threat from a scheme, that way heal 2 damage from your hero. So I'm just going to heal 2 damage real quick. And then when defeated, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play, engaged with the player who defeated this scheme. Okay. So we're looking for a minion. Ancient Warrior. Quick Strike only happens in the villain's phase, so Quick Strike does not happen. So very easy little minion to take care of. Also, I defeated a side scheme, so Greymockin readies. Cable has already readied, so he cannot ready again. Okay, so I think we're going to go precognition. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 side schemes in the victory display. So we get to look at the top 6 cards and discard one of those cards and put the rest back in any order. So we can set up Gambit for a 3 boost card. Yeah. So we're going to look at the top 6 cards, and as long as one of them is a 3 cost, we're set. Or a 3 boost. Yep, we got 1 3 boost, so we're going to put that on top. We get to discard 1. We'll just get rid of Shadows of the Past. We'll put Gang up next, so that it is a boost card. And then we'll do Macrobots as the encounter. And then we'll do Depowered as the boost and Temporal Shield as the encounter. And you know what? I'm actually going to flip to Alter Ego probably at the end of this round, so Gang Up will be a great encounter to get. Alright. Oh, well, it's all going to reshuffle with Gambit, so oh well. First, Nick Fury will attack for 2. Get rid of the Ancient Warrior. And we will play Helicarrier with double energy to get Gambit. Look at the top cards. We're going to get Post Machinations and shuffle Gang Up. Back into the deck. Okay. We don't have a tech resource. So we are going to Plasma Rifle. Actually, we're going to flip to Alter Ego. No, we're going to Plasma Rifle with Greymockin to drop him down to 2 health. And then we're going to flip to Alter Ego. And see. Is there any side schemes? No side schemes. We're going to exhaust Professor to choose to draw one card. Take out the cards. Alright, we're going to play Take Out the Cards to get Lock and Load out there. Comes in with 2, and we get to look for a weapon to put out. We're going to keep Telekinetic Blast. And next turn, we're hoping to draw a tech... Oh, actually, wait. No. We're not going to use Take Out the Cards. We are going to use this tech resource for Stolen Memories to discard a tech resource from our hand and discard this obligation and discard each face-down card under this obligation. So we had both our thwarting events, Jessica Jones, Overwatch, and that weapons upgrade. Yeah. Alright. And then we'll use Telekinetic Blast to get Lock and Load. Now we have a clean hand to draw into. Gambit could just thwart that. No, it's not worth it. It's better to get the more uses out of Greymockin and Nathan Summers ready and such. So we're going to drop to our 6-card hand size. Beautiful. And we should be good on threat. We do not get to use Nick Fury, which is rough. But it's fine. We get 1 threat in the main scheme, and Kang will scheme for 1+1. So scheme for 2. Put it up to 3 out of 7, which is fine. And he gets an encounter card. Time Portal. When this scheme is defeated, shuffle it into the encounter decks, and it just comes in with 2 threat. Okay, no problem at all. So, back to us. We are going to do Professor X. I believe our only side scheme left is the Take Out the Guards, which we don't really need right now. So, we're just going to draw a card. Genius. Wow. Okay. So, Nick Fury does leave play. Forgot. But we have a 3-boost Gambit, Helicarrier, Plasma Rifle. We got our attack event that does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 damage. Oh, yeah. He's going to come out. And we will use Greymockin to and making an entrance to play Telekinetic Force Field. No. We're going to use Greymockin to play the Axani-san. Wow, which is actually really good. Because I want to have used it before I ready it, so. We're then going to thwart for 3 to get rid of Lock and Load. Put that in the victory display, and each player may search their deck and discard pile for a weapon. That will be this. After I play a Sonic card, and I can exhaust this to deal 2 damage to an enemy. It's just going to make a endgame even more crazy. I also get to ready this and this after defeating a side scheme. And now we're actually just going to use Greymaken. No. We're going to use Genius to play Force Field, Telekinetic Force Field. And then that is a Psionic card, which means I can exhaust this to deal 2 damage to Kang. And that will advance the scheme. So when defeated, we advance to the main scheme, stage 2, at the end of the phase. At the end of the phase, I forgot about that. I guess in that case, then, we might as well just thwart. Might as well play White Queen with Greymaken. And use Helicarrier to play Making an Entrance. When I thwart, to thwart off this time portal. Even though I don't need to do that, I removed all the threat from a scheme so I can heal 2 damage. I didn't need the +2 thwart that it gave me, but it's fine. This readies, and when the scheme is defeated, shuffle it into the encounter deck instead of discarding it. Okay. So I guess it's kind of nice. It gets to help you set up. I don't get to do some heavy damage right off the bat, which is probably why they do that, so that the new guy gets to activate. But I have my telekinetic force field out, so I'm not too worried. And I've got all my allies at full health. So I'm going to actually keep telekinetic blast. And draw up to my hand limit, which will finish my deck. Ooh, we got keep up the pressure. All the side schemes are gone. It thins up his deck so much. Which means all of those super crazy attack events that get boosted from his side schemes I'm going to see him more often, which is just so good. Body slide. Oh my goodness. Cable is so fun to play. All right, we're finished, we're readied, and we advance the schemes to stage 2 at the end of the phase. So stage 2A. Stage 2A. It's the 3 A's that we shuffle. When revealed, place 1 acceleration token here for each side scheme in play. Then discard each side scheme. Each player reveals a random stage 3A in turn order. Remove any unused stage 3 schemes from the game. Okay. So there are no side schemes, so there's no acceleration token, so we just reveal this. When an acceleration token would be placed on another scheme, place it here instead. Okay. And then we're getting one of these main schemes. And the rest are removed from the game. Okay, when revealed, create your own game area and place this scheme in it. Add Kang Iron Lad to the game area and deal yourself an encounter card. Alright. Alright, so we're getting Kang Iron Lad. This is Expert Kang Iron Lad. This guy's defeated. And we deal ourselves in face down, so we shuffled, so we're going to get 3 encounter cards. Alright, this one starts with 1 threat. And after the stage is completed, if it gets completed, we place 1 set aside Kang's Dominion face down, one of these, under the stage 4A. At the end of the phase, remove Kang, Iron Lad, and the stage from the game, and combine your game area with another game. So basically, if this gets to 9, we lose this part of the game, and it's gonna be worse off later on. But if we defeat him, then we just move to the next stage with no repercussions. He is going in with toughness. And that's it. Okay, so he comes in with 22 hit points as well. And his phase begins. So, 1 threat accelerates, and he will be attacking for 3. And a boost. And I think I'm just going to take the hit. Yeah. Yep, because I can just telekinetic force field. So 3 plus 2, 5 damage. Telekinetic force field will prevent all of that damage. Okay. And now this is going to be 3 encounter cards. First one is Time Travel Tactics. Surge. When revealed, each player takes 1 indirect damage for each obligation in their play area. We do not have any obligations, so it just surges into Corrupted Time Stream. Players cannot trigger alter ego action abilities on obligations. Each player must, when revealed, each player must either discard 1 random card from hand or place 2 threat here. Yeah, I think discard 1 random card from their hand. I don't like the random part. I'll just put 2 threat. Threat is not a problem. I can just mind scan. Okay. That's 1. We've got Time Travel Hijinks. When revealed, discard the highest cost card you control. Then place it face down under this card. That would be Helicarrier or one of my allies. I think I like my Helicarrier. So we'll just do this, the White Queen ally. That's fine. Okay, and so I can't use the alter ego action on this until I've gotten rid of this. Okay, and last one. Energy Blast. When revealed in hero form, Kang attacks you. Alright. All kinds of fun stuff. I think we'll defend this. And we can use Ascani-san to remove threat from a scheme equal to my Theros Thwart. Or I could just defend it, because I want to have my Greymachen available. So I'm just going to defend and not use that. So he's attacking with 3 plus a boost of 2. I'm defending for 3 because I have +1 defense from my corrupted Technovirus corruption, so only 2 damage. So I'm chilling. I'm down 9 health. That's fine. And that is the end of his turn. Okay. So I can mind scan here to remove all that threat. And that is a psionic card, so I can use this to ping the tough. And then I can turn the tide. And I'm left with this hand with a ready Greymockin. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so we're going to use Greymockin and Helicarrier to mind scan. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, remove 1 additional threat from that scheme for each side scheme in the victory display. So plenty of threat from this. Defeats that. When I defeat a side scheme, I ready Greymockin and Cable. And after I play another psionic card, I exhaust this to deal 2 damage, which will ping the tough. I do get Retaliate, which is annoying, and also means I do not want to play Turn the Tide. I want all my attacks to be big attacks. Which means I might want to play Keep Up the Pressure here. Do I even want to do Body Slide? Let's see. If I play Greymockin with Turn the Tide and Body Slide to get Telekinetic Blast and deal 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 damage, and then I put down Keep the Pressure, exhaust Cable to thwart it. I get that attack event back, and I play it. I won't be able to play it, so that's not worth it. Well, if I get 13 damage, he goes down to, what, 9 health? And I can use... And then this is 6 health. And if I use Keep Up the Pressure as a resource, I could also Plasma Rifle to just defeat him right now with... What is that? 3? Well, this has range, so only 2 Retaliate damage. So yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to use this to get Telekinetic Blast. Dealing 13 damage, 7 side schemes, and 6 from this. To put him down to 9. And then we will use Greymockin to spend an energy resource with Plasma Rifle to deal 4 damage, and that gains ranged. I'll take a Retaliate damage from the previous attack. Then I have a ranged attack for 4 damage. Cable attacks for 3, which does another Retaliate damage, and Gambit attacks for 3, and he does not take Retaliate damage because that defeats Kang. And when he's defeated, we remove an Inexorable Fate from the game, and at the end of the phase, we join another game area. Okay? We are at 6 health, which is probably less than ideal. Do we want to flip to Alter Ego? Stage 3 has 3 scheme, which is a lot. And stage 4... I can't remember what it's... It's got a 10 threat threshold. probably not safe to flip. So yeah. Oh man. A 10 threat threshold. I should be okay. Are all the advances gone? There's still an advance. Can remove threat with this. But that's only if I'm defending. I think I'm going to stay in hero form. I can defend for myself and Gambit can defend. And once I kind of know what I'm dealing with, I can flip to alter ego. I also have making an entrances, which heal me up, so we're gonna do that. At the end of the phase, join another game area. We will join this one. When all players have joined this game area, advance to stage 4A. Alright. When revealed, reveal Kang 3. This is Kang 3, Expert Kang. He comes in with toughness. And reveal each face down Kang's Dominion under the stage. We do not have any because the previous Kang's main scheme did not get completed. So we flip over. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck, discard pile, and set aside area for their nemesis minion and puts it into play, engaged with them. Shuffle the encounter deck. That would be Strife, who is villainous. And when a player plays a psionic event, cancel the effect of that event and deal 1 damage to Strife. So we can't use psionic cards to defeat him. Or it takes a long time if we do. He is not elite, so we can get rid of him with take out the guards. Hey. I'm down. That's another place we can use making an entrance. So yeah. But he still gets to activate against us here right off the bat with 2 attack, and villainous is nasty. So the villain stage begins. We get 1 threat in the main scheme, and Kang the Conqueror is going to attack us. And I think we have to defend with Gambit. We're going to get 1 threat in the main scheme instead of +2 attack here. Actually, if we're defending with Gambit, we should just get the +2 attack. So yeah, we're going to get +2 attack. So 5 attack and a boost. We're defending with Gambit, which is really rough, but I just don't have the health to defend with Cable. And it is a 2 boost, so 7 damage. Gambit is defeated. But we're okay. Strife is now attacking for 2 and a boost. And I think I have to defend here. I think it would be wise if I defended here, I should say. Oh, although I won't be able to ready and do making an entrance. And therefore, take out the guards will be much more difficult to pull off. Could just play Nick Fury. Try to get one of my thwarting events. He's not going to kill me, it's just going to put me at really low health, and I don't know what the encounter card's going to be. And that could kill me. I guess I die either way. So we're just going to take this hit. 2 and 0. Give Kang a tough status card, but he already has one. So 2 damage. I'm at 4 health. That's fine. We're okay. We get one encounter card. A side scheme, pin down. When revealed, place 2 threat here for each obligation in play. There's 1, so we get 4 threat on that. And that's another making an entrance I can do. Okay, so all is well. And all is very well. We will. Nick Fury is just not going to work for this one. I don't think. Well. Yeah, we're 1 resource short. Because I'd use Overwatch, Helicarrier, and Greymockin. I'd have to get rid of him making an entrance, but I want to heal. I have another one in the deck. Oh, he comes in with 25 health. I have another one in the deck. I think it's worth it. Overwatch, Helicarrier, Greymockin. And then making an entrance. We're going to play Nick Fury. And draw 3 cards. All right. Okay. I think what we're going to do is play Take Out the Guards, which comes in with 4 threat per player. And then we're going to use energy to get Heroic Intuition. We're going to thwart for 4. Because this is +1 thwart. I have +1 thwart for my Technovirus Purge, and then 2 thwart. Thwart for 4 to take out the guards. When defeated, each player may discard 1 non-elite minion from play by Strife. And we get to ready all of these. So that now I can thwart for 4. I don't need it, but I'm going to make an entrance to get +2 thwart. So thwart for 6, which is overkill on this, but it removes the last threat, so I get to heal 2. And that readies Greymockin. Nick Fury will ping the tough. And Greymockin with rifle will deal 4 damage to drop him down to 1. I have a Telekinetic Blast in my hand. I think we're going to stay in hero form. Telekinetic Blast right now is hitting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14. Oh, we might be able to kill him next round. Almost definitely. So we're staying in hero form. We have a Nick Fury to defend for us and 3 defense. So I think we have this in the bag. We'll see. 1 threat in the main scheme. Kang is attacking us. We will get +2 attack instead of 1 threat in the main scheme. So 5 attack and a boost against Nick Fury. That is 2. So 7 damage. Nick Fury is defeated. And we get 1 encounter card, which is an advance. I don't think you can scheme for 8 though. 3 plus 2 is 5. He schemes for 5, up to 7. And that's it. So now I think he's done, because we are going to use Genius and Helicarrier to Teleconnect Blast for 6 plus 8, 14 damage to put him down to 7. And we just played a Psionic card, so we can exhaust that to deal 2 damage. And then Cable will attack for 3. And we'll use the Greymockin with the Plasma Rifle to deal 4 more. And defeat him quite handedly as well. So there you go. Cable, Justice, took out Expert Kang with relative ease. Hey, before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you want me to make with any of these 3 board games. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.